Hey y'all, my name is Saysha. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So we're gonna, of course, I'm gonna be doing my makeup because it's makeup and messy story time. But if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe now, and let's jump in.
Before we left the Airbnb to go to the Martin Luther King museum or whatever, I literally had the key in my hand leaving out of the Airbnb, and I gave it to her to lock the door. So when she locked the door, she had put the key in her purse. Fast forward to the night after they finished arguing with each other after the trap museum and everything, we get back to the Airbnb, and the girls, America and Pink, were like, okay, y'all, where the key at? We need to open the door. I'm standing there, and I'm like, oh, Purple got it. So Purple walked up. She's like, what do I have? I don't have anything. And at that point, mind you, it was already tension built up in that Uber. So I'm literally standing there and I'm looking at her with a straight face. And truly what was going through my mind was it was gonna get crazy real quick on that porch. Because I'm just like, at this point, you playing. Don't be sitting up here playing. Everybody already mad, everybody already irritated. You not finna sit up here and make it like I have the key when you literally have the key. Now's not the time to be funny. We mad, we tired, our energy's drained. We don't have time for no games right now. So I'm literally like, bro, I gave you the key earlier, and I watched you put it in your purse. So how you finna sit up here and say that I have the key? And she was like, but I really don't have the key. I really don't have the key. And then she starts smirking. So I remember Pink and America both looking at me. America, she was over it. America looked like she was in a daze. She was just irritated. She was zoned out, and she was just like, this is getting irritating. And then Pink was just standing there. She was looking at the both of us so who the fuck got the key? Bro, I'm not playing. I'm really I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, bro, I'm not finna fucking play. You have that key. And then she's like, okay, I'm just playing. I do have a key. So she opened the door. Me and America went to our side of the house. We didn't even care to socialize or anything at that point. We were both irritated. I remember I went into America's room, and I was just like, bro, I can't take this shit no more. I'm literally about to lose my mind. This is too much for me. And she was literally on the same page. She was like, this is too much. I'm getting tired of her friend. I didn't expect for her to be acting like she don't like us when she been around us. And then if y'all saying y'all all just hung out 2 weeks ago, what's her energy shifting for now? Out of nowhere, we just hear Pink on the phone with her mom, and she's just like, no, I'm not gonna lie, she's doing the most this trip. She's making my friends feel as though she don't like them, and she's being very weird to them for no reason or whatever. And I do remember her mom being on the phone, and she's just like, wait, y'all, slow down, slow down. What's going on? What's going on? So out of nowhere, you just hear Purple being like, no, she's lying, she's lying, she's being weird, she's the one that's showing out for her friends, she's trying to show out and act like she don't mess with me like that, she's sitting over there and she making it like I'm the weird one and blah 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 blah. This whole trip she been being weird and not acting like a best friend, she not being a good friend to me and blah blah blah. So Pink, at that point, all we heard was Pink literally scream out loud and say, don't touch me, do not fucking touch me, don't touch my phone. So while me and America, we listened and we like, are they fighting? So when we heard that, we literally ran out of the room, and we see the both of them in the living room, in each other's faces, with Pink still holding the phone on the phone with her mom. And I remember her mom screaming y'all calm down, y'all need to chill. Hung up from her mom. She was like, mom, I gotta go. Because at that point, y'all, this is where you see I don't know, but this is the point where you realize that maybe they weren't. Maybe Purple was never her friend for real all along. Purple, at first she was coming like a concerned friend when, Pink's mom was on the phone. She was like, she being weird, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, that girl hung up that phone. When I tell y'all Purple started spazzing, she was spazzing. She was like, bitch, you weird as fuck, blah, 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 blah. You be acting weird, you trying to show out in front of your motherfucking friends, bitch. I know the real you. I know you for real. You know what I'll do to you. You know what I'll do to you. You acting weird right now, blah, 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 etc., etc. Pink had enough. She was just like, girl, you the one that's acting weird. So, they going back and forth, and somehow from the living room, it went to the kitchen. And as they were arguing, me and America, we were standing there, we were watching. But at that point, I think America got tired of standing up. I got tired of standing up. So America ended up sitting on the counter, and I ended up going to the hallway that led to their room, but I was standing in the doorway facing the kitchen. So, I was here. No, America was here. I was here. The girls were in the middle, but facing each other. So I'm just standing there leaning on the wall, arms crossed. I'm just like, bruh, y'all are doing, this is a lot. This is insane. But again, I'm very proud that Pink is standing up for herself, because I'm like, this heifer ain't tried you this entire trip. So this little meltdown or whatever the case is, it's bound to happen. But I feel like me and America's role was to just stand there and make sure that Pink didn't get touched, because it was getting really, really intense, really, really fast. I know is that Purple made it as though she was about to walk away. She was like, bitch, I'm not gonna sit up here and argue with you because you know what I do to you. You know what I do to you. I swear on my friend, like I would do blah, 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 blah to you, blah, 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 blah. So she pretends that she's gonna walk off. So I thought that she was walking away like she was gonna walk by me and just go down a hallway. She literally walked up to me and she was like, no, Tanaya, because like y'all friend is weird. She being weird as hell. I'm like, y'all, it's not that deep. Like, you mad at her for no reason. She like, no, because that bitch is weird. And she was like, and if I really wanted to be petty, bitch, I'll make you lose all of your friends right here, right now. Me in America was like, what, girl, what you talking about? So me at that point, like in my head, I was like, you being petty now, because at the end of the day, whatever she told you, like, you ain't got no reason to come and tell us, especially if it wasn't on your heart or mind to tell us in the first place. Like, and mind y'all, we already had an idea of what it was already about, because there was a period where all of us were upset with each other or whatever. So I'm like, whatever she told you, like, I'm sure we all told our best friends stuff. So it's nothing for you to be sitting up here and trying to be like, I'll make you lose all your friends right here, right now. We just like, no, you're being spiteful and you're being weird. And I literally told her, like, I was like, I don't give a damn what she told you. Like, I could care less. We all told our best friends things. And she was like, no, but I'm just saying, like, she's weird, blah, blah, blah. So she made it as though she was walking in the room. I never turned around to see if she made it in the room. But I do remember her coming out, and Pink said something along the lines like, no, because she's acting crazy. Like, she's really tripping right now. That girl came out the room. I don't know what that girl heard or what she thought she heard, but she literally came out the room. She was like, oh, you want to go low? You want to go low, bitch? You want to go low? Got in her face. I'm talking about close. And I'm just like, and I think at that point, that was when my mouth dropped for real. I was like, I was shocked. I'm like, girl, ain't no way. Like, you really finna fight your friend over you being upset that she has friends outside of you that she genuinely does like? I'm like, girl, like, this is weird. So she ended up eventually, I was like, y'all, like, this is too much. And I think at that point, I walked up and I grabbed Pink and I just literally started like guiding her towards the other room. And I was like, forget about it. Like, don't even, just hang it up. Like, forget it. It ain't even that deep. Like, fuck it. You stood up for yourself. That's all that matters. By the time we got to the room, y'all, and I felt bad. I damn near shed a tear solely off the fact that, like, watching Pink cry and feel so hurt and betrayed of, like, her friend literally sitting up here threatening to put hands on her when she genuinely did nothing wrong. One thing about me, I'm very unbiased. Like, if Mrs. Girl did something wrong, I could genuinely be like, no, like, I can't see how she felt that way. But genuinely, I could not. And that's not me being, like, biased towards my friend, but, like, that's just me being genuine. Pink did nothing wrong that entire trip. The energy first got thrown up by her friend before more than 10 phrases were spoken. Like, she was the problem in this whole entire situation. So while we're in the room and Pink is crying, America's like, girl, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe that. And I remember I literally sat on the bed. I think America was frustrated. America was ready to fight at that point. And granted, I was too, but my major concern was to just make sure that she was okay, because it's like, I know she felt like probably very alone in that moment, and that wasn't what I wanted for her at all. So I wanted to let her know, like, I'm here for you. Like, whatever she just said out there about whatever could have been said about me, like, I'm not worried about that. I don't even care what you said. Like, my priority right now is to make sure that you're okay and you know that I got you. So I'm literally like holding her and just like speaking to her and just like filling her with words just to make her feel better. I'm like, you don't deserve that. Like, nobody deserves to be treated that way. Like, you know, I don't like how she got in your face and made it like she was gonna fight you. Like, that's not your friend. Like, that's not your friend. And I won't be your friend if you ever decide to tolerate being around her ever again, because I'm like, that's just inexcusable. You don't threaten to put your hands on your friend and then you swearing on somebody else's life that you would definitely go there, and you like threaten her like, you know what I'll do to you, you know what I'll do to you. I know I said this is my last part, but part whatever, I don't know.